Okay, I'm back with a short video on the finds that I found from them, those 10 rolls. I also forgot to mention that I did have 4 rolls of nickels that I went through and found a pretty cool find on there too. So in those 10 rolls of quarters, I found 9 of the 1976 bicentennials, 4 from Philly and 5 from Denver. As you can see, some of them are in pretty nice shape. And on the Denvers, I think I mentioned this in the other video, you can find some really nice doubling on the front of the coin, or obverse I should say. I'm going to pop over to my laptop just to show you what to look for. So on the Denver, there's 2 different double dies, an FS101 and an FS102. The FS101, as you can see right here, has some extreme doubling on all the aspects of the word liberty. It's a pretty popular double die, and if you find them, they're worth quite a bit of money. Here's an image of the L. As you can see, it's really heavily doubled. I always look for these. Yet to find one, but I'm always looking for them. And then for the FS102, it's kind of hard to see. Once I get better at making videos, I will be able to show it closer. If you look right there, and right there, you can see a light doubling. This is the FS102 version, and that's, I do believe, if I remember right, it's only on the ERTY of Liberty, possibly the B2. I think it actually is the B2. It's a lesser version. I think it's harder to find, but it isn't as popular as the FS101. Okay, on to my next finds. I found 4 of the Territorial 2009 quarters. One of the American Samoa. One of the Northern Mariana Islands. And 2 of the District of Columbia's. On the District of Columbia's, they do have some really nice doubling on the word Ellington and then the keys. I think the Philadelphia one has somewhere around a dozen, with 2 of them being FS varieties, and FS 801 and 802, I do believe. And then the Denver one, I can't remember which FS it is, but I'll pop over to my laptop and show you some images you can look for on those. Here is an image of one of the stronger double dies on the Philadelphia mint, and as you can see right here, it's the keys are slightly doubled on the piano there. And if I remember correctly, this is the FS802. The FS801, you get some light doubling right through here on the word Ellington. And then for the Denver, you could see right through here, Ellington is heavily doubled, and it actually stretches down into the piano keys. I've been looking for this one for a long time, and we've yet to find one. I'll be excited to find it when I do. On to my next find. I found another Philadelphia minted North Dakota quarter. Whoop. Seeing as I'm from North Dakota, I kind of look for these, and they've got some really cool internal die chips and die cracks on them. This one has them. I'll pop over to my laptop and show you the pictures I took. This one here, as you can see, has a die crack that starts right here, goes along the brim, and then becomes a giant die chip on his hat. Kind of another cool variant. I think the last video I had showed you that there was a big die chip here. And if you look down here on his neckline, there's another huge die chip there. And then this one also had, you get it? Of course, the booger and the nostril a giant die chip right here on his holster. Oop, wrong image. It also has right here a die crack that leads off of the horse's rein. I've seen some of these to where it actually stretches off the face of the horse and down into the here, and creates actually a big old die cut, interior die cut right here. Pretty cool. I'll put it in my collection. I also found this 2019. As you can see, the W on the front. No privy mark, so I knew it was from 2019. American Memorial Park, West Point Quarter. It's in beautiful shape. I can't believe it's in this great a shape for being in circulation for well over a year now. Another West Point to add to my collection. I also found this 2000 Massachusetts quarter. I'm hoping some of you guys can maybe leave a comment below to tell me what exactly I have. It's minted in Philadelphia. It's kind of hard to get close-ups on what I'm going to show you, so I'm going to pop over to my laptop and give you some close-ups. So on this 2000 Massachusetts, I noticed on the back these gouges right here, and let's see, I do have another image here. These gouges, they're kind of hard to see. Sorry about the poor quality. Right here, those are what they call feeder finger damage, and what happens is when the planchet is being fed into the machine, the feeder fingers that load it scratch the die, and they transfer into what they call feeder finger damage onto the die. And then what my main question is I'm hoping one of you guys can answer this. If you look all along the edge of this quarter, not all along, part of it, it's like it's missing material. I'm not exactly sure what causes this. Let's see if I got another image of it. Yeah, right here. This is actually an indentation on the collar of the coin. I found a few of these. I never kept them because I don't know what it is. Maybe you can help me out in a comment below to tell me what I've got there. There's a close-up of the quarter. It's not in too terrible a shape for being a 20-year-old quarter. And then on to my next thing. I found this in a roll of nickels. And this kind of, I only picked up 4 rolls, so no matter if you go through a box or just 4 rolls from the bank, you can find some cool finds. This one here, it's in pretty tough shape. I'm pretty sure by looking at it you can kind of tell whoever had it before me, or before it went back to the Federal Reserve to be re-rolled. I'm pretty sure with the luster and shine on it, it's been cleaned at one point in time of its life. At first I couldn't make out what year it was, but then when I put it under the scope, I was able to determine that it's a 1919, and I could not find a mint mark, so it's a Philadelphia. There is some pretty cool stuff you can find on these. I think this is one of the years where you can find the 2 feathers variety. But not bad. Out of 4 rolls, I found a buffalo. Lately, I haven't found any of the Silver War nickels, so I'm hoping this week my bank gets some circulated boxes in, and I can pick them up and do a video on finds on those. I'm going to post a link below. Some of the coins that I do find, I put on eBay, so if you're interested in some pretty cool finds, I've got quite a few items on eBay right now. Check it out. Maybe I got something you need for your collection. Thanks for watching, everybody, and hunt on, Coinaholics.